Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Josie, there she is, Hammer, the believer. Good morning, Andrew Schaefer. Yes. Good morning to you all. Good morning. Good morning. We got coffee on the board. There he is, my boy. Zen Method. Three Bez. Hammer. Let's get to work. Let's hammer these coffees out of the way so we don't have to worry about them. John Wheat. Good morning. Richard, good morning to you. Are we ready, traders? Are we ready? The first question of the day. Are we ready? Who was green last week? Who was green last week? The believer, Josie, Mr. Marco. These are all VIP members. What about non-VIPers? Were you green? Drupit, DW, hello. What about the non-VIPers? Were you green? They're always afraid to say. Hello, Drew Bit. How are you? Good morning, Bill Boyle. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tap, 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 tap. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Stephanie, thank you for the follow. Sue Felicia. How are you, Manny Escobar? Girl Mom, good morning to you. Yes, it is, everybody. Bill Boyle, we got to get these coffees off the board, my beauties. We got to get these coffees off the board. Let's go. Hammer! Tap, 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 tap. Zen Method to Felicia. Woo! Striker, good morning to you. How are you? How's it going? Are we ready, my traders? Good morning. My name is Voss. All that we ask that you do is tap the screen, share the live, and repost. Everyone, share and repost that live. Let's go. Donate if and when you can. It helps the ALGO. We are on a new ALGO, everybody. So let's see how this plays out. All right, Miss Market. If you ever want to know what symbol we are on, it's right here, folks. What time frame? It's right here. Okay? As we switch them and go to different symbols and time frames and yada, 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 you will see in the back, it'll change. It'll say AMD now back here on the daily, AMD on the 5-minute, AMD on the 2-minute. Okay? So that's how you know what we are looking at. Right now, Miss Market, she is a funny thing, and we love this momentum. We got momentum in the market, my beauties. We love it. So what do we have going on? Well, as we know, all roads lead back to the 20. That always has to be on your mind. First, because you got to know where you are. Before every day the market opens, you got to say, how far am I away from the heartbeat of the market? Because if you are far away from the heartbeat of the market, you know you're coming back to the heartbeat of the market. If we are too far from the heartbeat of the market, we are coming back to the heartbeat of the market. So, for instance, if your daily looks like this, and you are up here, and you are far from the heartbeat of the market, would you look for longs on that day? Are you going to get good long momentums being all the way up here, far from the heartbeat of the market? Do you think we're going to get good momentum up or good momentum down? we're going to get good momentum back down to the downside. When we're far from the heartbeat down here, do you really think you're going to bleed out? No. You are coming back to the heartbeat. You are always coming back to that heartbeat, traders. Always, always, always coming back to the heartbeat of the market. So you always have to look at your daily in the morning real briefly. How far am I? Boom. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Okay? We want to be near that 20 at all times. If you look at Miss Market from yesterday, and we pull this back, what state were we in yesterday on the heart? I'm not even going to put the whip zone in. What state were we in? We were in a bearish neutral state. So anytime in a bearish neutral state, you come down, you're not going very far. You ever hear me say we're already neutral? And when your price action gets far from the heartbeat and you're already neutral, whammo, you're going back the other direction. Okay? Remember that rubber band that we pulled back. The rubber band can only be pulled back so far. It's going to come back together again. Because if the rubber band gets too far, it's going to pop. Okay? And the market works on a cycle. So it's never going to allow you to pop. Does everyone get this, my beauties? Very, very, very important. So then you come back to the upside. Now we're too far going this way. Look. Neutral, now we're too far up here. Bam, back to the downside because the market cycle won't stretch and break. It's going to retract back together again. All right? So that's something you need to know. Very, very important. Now, we were also I'm going to put the whip zone in here for you right now. This was our whip zone from yesterday, okay? When you are in the whip zone, you are not doing anything for the first 15 minutes of the day. Nothing. Nada. Zero. Because you're just going to whip around in here, and that's exactly what you did yesterday. You have to know your whip zone level. You cannot trade the first 15 minutes of the day without knowing where those levels are. Because anytime you trade inside here for the first 15 minutes, you're going to get chopped up and you're going to lose. And we know that we do not want to have our first trade of the day red. Why? Why do we not want to be red for the first trade of the day? So important, because 90% or more of traders lose in the market. And that tells us that 90% of the people in the market can't control themselves. That's why they lose. They don't know what they're doing, and they can't control themselves, so that number is high. So if you have a trader that has no discipline, no patience, and their first trade of the day is red, what do you think is going to happen on trade number 2? If this one's red, they are totally out of control now. You've been through it, my beauties. Your mind starts wandering, and oh my God, I'm red. I can't be red. Why was it red? Why is everybody against me? Your next trade's going to be even worse. Because let's say you go in with 100 shares, okay, or 10 contracts. You lose this trade, you bet your bottom dollar you're doubling it to try to make up for what you just lost. You know you're going to do that. You're going to say, I just lost the first trade. I am now going to double it on this trade to get back what I lost on the first trade and make more. How many of you have done that? Put me in the chat. Let's go. Yes, revenge trading is a dirty thing. Only Dan, Sue Felicia, Stryker, Jules. Yes. We got 5 more coffees on the board. Let's hammer those things. Get rid of those coffees. Let's go, my beauties. Get rid of these. Correct. You don't want a revenge trade because now you're going to be down even more. But here's the problem you have. You're starting off with either 10 contracts or 100 shares, right? But you're just guessing because everyone who trades the same number every time don't know what their risk to reward is on every single trade. See, everything builds on top of each other. Thank you, Stevie B, my brother. Everything builds onto each other as a real trader. Now, remember, we have a lot of traders in this world, a lot, but only 10% of them are real traders. 90% of them love the idea of trading, but they're never going to be traders. They're going to wind up quitting, and then they're going to come back, and then they're going to quit, and then they're going to come back, and then they're going to quit, And then they're never going to be traders. They're just going to keep trying. These 90% are going to try to gamble over and over and over, hoping that when they come back again after quitting, they are going to hit the jackpot that time. How many of you have quit and come back more than 2 times as a trader? How many of you have quit and come back? Stop talking about me. There we go. Admit it. If you keep quitting, you're wasting time. All you're doing is pushing away the inevitable. And here's the thing you have to remember. Every time you quit and come back, you lose more than you did the first time. So let's say you blew up an account, 2,000. You quit, you come back. The next account you blow up will be 4,000. You quit and come back. The next account will be 6,000. Because you always come back worse than what you did before. Because in the back of your mind, you're trying to make up for that. You're trying to make up for that. And you're trying to make up for that. But all these times that you're blowing up accounts, everybody, right? All the times we are doing that, all the times we quit and come back, what is the one thing you haven't done? The mind never says as a trader, well, maybe I should. What is it? On the cob, we'll teach you, my brother. We'll teach you. Get educated. No one ever takes the time to learn how to trade. Mr. Dave, thank you, my brother. No one takes the time to learn how to trade in the markets. Why? Why? Because you really don't want to be a trader. You're really desperate for money. That's why you don't learn how to trade. And you think being a trader in the market is going to grant your wish of money. You are going to lose more money faster doing this than anything in your life if you don't learn how to do this properly. I'm going to tell you that right now. You will lose in a drop of 30 seconds all your money in your account. So what do we need to do to be a trader, everybody? What do we need to do? Enough is enough. Okay? Here we go. We're going to break these principles out for you, and then we're going to go over a lot of them. Number 1, you ready? Discipline. You got to come in with discipline. If you don't have discipline coming in to learn how to trade, Miss Market will discipline you. As long as you stick with it. She will discipline you, I promise you. Okay? Number 2, patience. You will learn over time, the more trades you take, the more you're going to lose. So you need patience because you are going to be taking less trades. All right? Number 3, discipline, patience. You got to learn how to do it in a community somewhere. Doesn't have to be mine. It could be anyone. But you have to learn how to trade. These are the bottom fundamentals of building your trading house to become a good trader. Discipline, patience, and you must learn. Okay? Then, once we have that, number 1, we are going to teach you the state of your stock. As you can see, we're building into the technicals now. You will learn the position of your stock. You will learn the market cycle. And by golly, you are going to learn risk management. Risk management, state, position, cycle, and risk management. This is what we're going to start you off as we build you to become a really good, consistent trader. We can't do anything until we have the first part, discipline, patience, and we have to learn. Once we get into the learning, we're going to teach you state, position, market cycle, and risk management. Out of everybody in here right now, who knows the state and position of their stock before they trade it every single day? Candy! Thank you, my Candy! Rev! Thank you, Rev. Candy and Rev, my beauties. Thank you so much. Zed Method! Thank you. Who knows? Our VIP members know it because they've been trained properly. What about the non-VIP members in here? Do you know your position state before each trade? Or is it just gambling? Are we just saying, hope for the best? Woo! Let's get in. Hope for the best. Woo! So the majority of you don't know that. Well, you're just gambling now. Okay? Once we teach you state and position, we are going to teach you market cycle. You can't do anything without knowing the market cycle because you're not going to know when you're too far away or you're too far down. Okay? When you're close, when you're far away, impeccable. Risk management. Risk management. How important is risk management? How important is risk management as a trader? Do you put your risk management first, or is it like, meh, I'm more worried about the setup. I'm more worried about the entry. What are you more worried about, the risk or the entry? Put risk or entry in the chat. Which one do you put first? Sue says risk. Rocky's risk. It's is entry. TT is entry. TT, risk, risk, risk. Okay, you ready for this? TT, are we ready, TT? Risk management in the market is the only thing you control. The only thing you control, TT, is risk management. When you get into a trade, either long or short, you have no control over that trade. Zero, zip, nada, nada. You have no control if that's going to go in your direction that you want it to go or not. The only thing we control is our risk. Without risk, every month you're red. TT, every month are you red in the market? At the end of every month, does it show red? Without controlling risk, you're red every month. It's impossible. So here's something a lot of people don't like to hear, but once you start training with us, it starts to make a lot of sense. All right, TT. Voss, how'd you know that? You have to be a great loser in the market to ever be green every month. What? You must be a great loser in the market in order to be green every month. Losing has to be like nothing to you. When you first start trading, when you get into a trade to the upside and it goes against you, and then you finally have to get out, your whole entire world is ruined. You would have thought we just called you up with the worst news you've ever heard in your life. No! That one loss in the market makes you want to go get counseling. If you need counseling after one trading loss in the market, we have a problem. That means you haven't lost enough. So you get into you haven't lost enough. I don't want to take any losers, Voss. You have to have hundreds of losers in the market before you ever think about being green in the market. Do you guys realize that? You have to have hundreds and hundreds of losers in the market before you're ever going to be green in the market. Ever. So now you're saying to yourself, well, how am I going to survive? I'm going to lose all my money. Is that what you're thinking right now? Is that what you're thinking? We got to hammer those roses, my beauties. Let's go. Rose, 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 rose. Because you're going to trade in a simulator. Why would you take, if you have 10K, day trade in the market, lose, 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 and blow your 10K? Why don't we put you into a simulator and help you lose, 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 so you can start having winners, 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 winners. So when you go back to use your 10K, at least you know what you're doing now. At least you know what you're doing now. But how are you going to do that, my beauties, when you are trading with your hard-earned money? You're going to quit because you're going to run out of money. You are going to quit. And then you're going to accumulate more money, you're going to unquit, and you're going to lose that money again. Does that make any sense to anybody in here? Anybody? Okay? So you don't want to be losing in the market all the time like it's CJ. It's CJ, loses every month, and he's losing his money every month. Don't be like CJ. Do we understand this, traders? So now we're going to show you a little bit about state. We're going to take Nvidia, okay? And we're going to take Nvidia from yesterday. How many times have we showed you this? I must have showed you guys this, what I'm about to show you, over 100 times in the last year. Are we ready? Here we go. Everybody together in the chat. At the open, what state are we in on Nvidia yesterday? What state are we in on Nvidia yesterday? Neutral. What type of neutral state are we in? Bearish. Are you going long at the open? No. Whammo to the downside. No. My beautiful traders, you are looking for that short. Hammer that thing to the downside. You're not going long. You are in a bearish neutral state. You are going to have major rejection up here because you're also in position 3. Where are you going? You're running into the front door. Look, boom, trying to get out of your house. Roll, boom, open the door. Open the front door, my beauties. And freedom to the downside. Gabriel lost 12K trying to go long because he doesn't know his state. You can't trade without knowing your state position. It is impossible. You are gambling. Now, we are in this neutral state. We're starting to get wide. Are we looking to go long here? No, because you are still in a neutral state. Your state has to come back. The rubber band again. There's that rubber band. The rubber band has to come back together. Okay, my beauties? The rubber band comes back together for next week. And you're trying to trade longs here on Nvidia. What are you doing? False breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout. This is losing by 1,000 cuts right here. Losing. If you knew the state that you were in, you wouldn't be looking to go long. But because you're not educated in the market, you're gambling, you think anything green to the upside, we're going to the moon. No, you're not. To the moon. No. Moon. No. Moon. No. And this is all losing. All losing. Your broker sitting there going, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. What the hell is this guy doing? You're looking for this. And this is where we teach you. You are shorting this to the downside. You're going to learn in the VIP why this happens. You're going to learn all about this move to the upside. Let me show you my trade from yesterday. Did I go long on this yesterday, VIP? Nope. You know where I traded? Whammo! We hammered that thing to the downside. Hammered it. I had an appointment to go to. I wasn't even going to trade. But I looked at the position I was in. I looked at my resistance to the upside, and I said, I'm going to short this thing before my appointment. I don't care if I'm a little late. One trade, one winner, whammo, because I knew my state and my position. So I knew I had a high probability trade in front of me before I shut it down. I'm not going long here. An amateur's going long there. Okay? Soon as you get that tail, the party's over. You are hammering that thing with violence to the downside. Okay? But you have to know what state and position you're in. Here we go again. Look, wham, wham. We're going, Voss, I'm going long. Why? Because we're going to the moon. No, you're not. Where are you going? The farthest you can possibly go is the top of that high. That's your best case scenario. And why is that? Because by the time you get up here, you're too far from the heartbeat again. Double top, too far. Market cycle. Whammo! Back to the other direction. What are you doing? I'm going to tell you what you're doing. This is the problem. You have charts that look like this. If you have a chart that looks like this, put me in the chat. You don't know what state or position you're in. You have no clue what state or position you're in because you're playing tic-tac-toe up here. You're trying to be an architect for some reason. You're looking at your volume, your MACD, your RSI, and that is what your chart looks like. How the hell are you supposed to know what's happening in the market? How are you supposed to know what the hell is going on here? Who has a chart that looks like that? Anyone who has a chart that looks like that is losing every single month. They're red, 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 red. I'll put everything I'm worth on it. I'll bet it all on it. No way, Jose! You can't trade with a chart that looks like that. Are you out of your minds? When you come and learn from me, look at me. Look at these eyes right here. When you come and learn from me, that is what your chart's going to look like. That's it, baby. That's it. Come to Papa. That is what your chart's going to look like. And what are we going to teach you? States. God, I love this stuff. Position. Market cycle. And risk management. Let's go. Now, my next question to you all. Yes, I'll show you real quick. We got a lot to do here. Finish those roses off, my beauties. Hammer those taps. We're only at 38.5. You are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. We have a lot of new family members in our VIP. That is where you're going to go to learn how to trade. The losing stops. Come in disciplined, patient, ready to work, and we're going to train you on how to trade properly. You will start having better months. Or click the link in my bio, thevosstrading.com. Now, how many of you get into a trade? You get in, it goes up, and whammo! The opposite direction. Every time you're in, whammo! Son of a beep! It did it again! How many of you get into a trade and immediately goes against you? Put me in the chat. Oh, here they all come. Why? I'm only laughing because it happened to me for 8 years. Why do you think that happens? Why? You think you're going to figure it out eventually, but you're not. Why do you think that happens? Every time you get in, it goes against you. It got to the point, traders, and I tell you this a lot, where I would get into a trade and I would start talking to myself like a psycho. It's going to go against me. I even brought my family down one time and said, look, it's going to go against me. See, it's going against me. Look. Because they know I'm trading. The market knows that PJ is in a trade. So they're going to go against them. Traders, they don't even know who the hell we are. Here's what you're trying to do. All right? Well, the reason this is happening to you is because of the market cycle. We'll get into that in a second. But what you're trying to do every morning, when you start throwing these trend lines all over the place, which don't work, okay? When you start throwing these all over, you're trying to predict what's going to happen. Let me make something perfectly clear to you. You are never going to predict what's going to happen. But first, we got to do something. We got one! We got one! ERT6730 says liquidation. ERT6730, in order to clean up the liquidation, you got to sweep from side to side. Okay? We sweep from side to side. But don't use a broom. You got to get a mop. Since you have liquidation, you got to get the mop, ERT, and then you mop from side to side to clean up all that liquid. Okay? Thank you. Now back to real life. Okay, here we go. You have a chart that looks like this. Okay? This is your chart. You're trying to predict. You will never predict what the market's going to do. Never. Impossible. You're trying. You think these trend lines are going to teach you how to trade? You think, okay, here's one, there's another one. You really think it's going to help you trade? What are we building teepees here? Woo! We building. Let's make a campfire while we're at it. Hold on. We got our teepee. Let's make a campfire. We got fire. It's like Castaway. We got fire. What the hell are you doing? You're not in drawing class. IWM. We love this game. All right, here we go. Look, the whip zone's in place. Look, from yesterday. Here it is. There it is. Bearish neutral. Look. We're in a neutral bearish state. Bearish position. Whammo! Right down to that support level. What's the difference between this and the other trades that we looked at? Look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at that. Whoa. Hold on. Look at this level. It rises. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hold on. Whammo! There's the other one. Hold on. We're on a roll here. Hold on. I can't get rid of it. It won't let me get rid of it. Stand by. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at those levels, my beauties. Now, this is important. I got to teach you this. Keep tapping. All right, here it comes. Okay, we're back. Now, here's your first level we mapped out yesterday. Bam! And then it goes consolidates. You see that consolidation? Look, market cycle. Whoop! To the downside. It consolidated. Whammo! Back to the downside. Now, look at the next level. Look at the next level we had mapped out. It's to the penny. Look at that right there. Holy moly. Look at this right here. Holy moly. Folks, you enter. Let me take these off now. You enter in a neutral state. Okay? That was your whip zone. Your position is bearish. You are in a bearish neutral state. Where do you think that's going? At the open, you're under the whip zone. You are opening in that position one. Where do you think it's going to go? Are you looking to go long? No. Now, as this starts to move to the downside, as we start to get a little wide here, right? We're starting to get a little wide here. Whoop, whoop. What are you looking to do, my traders? What are we looking to do? This is not you. None of this is you to the downside, by the way. You're not shorting any of this. Nada, zero, zilch, nada. This is your short. This is not you. What are you looking to do? Well, by this time, you should be done trading. But if you are trading around this time, like where the amateurs are, what are you looking to do? They're not EMAs. Reversal. Why would you continue to look to short? You are neutral. You are starting to get wide. You are too far from the heartbeat. Why are you trying to short there? Because most of you aren't getting in here. You're getting in for a short here, and here. That's where you're going short. How many of you are trying to short in those levels? Finish off those roses. Let's go. Suzanne with the hearts. Zen. Bill Boyle. Yes, it is. The believer. Striker. Candy. Not a 9 EMA, folks. Boy, you people watch a lot of YouTube bullshit, huh? You guys watch a lot of YouTube bullshit. Let me guess. You have the 9, the 21, RSI, and let me guess, you all probably have VWAP. This should be called V-crap. I renamed it. It's called V-crap. How many amateurs have VWAP on their machines? How many of you have VWAP on your charts? Let's get a load of this one. You ready? Thank you, Zen. Thank you, Clever. Clever Coogee. Kate! My Kate! Middle class says I used to use those. Didn't work, right? The VWAP department hates me, everybody. Let's go over to Tesla. All right, here we go, everybody. Whoa! Whoa. Where is it? I want to do yesterday. Here we go. Okay. Here is our whip zone from yesterday. Okay? Here's our whip zone. What are you not doing? You open in the whip zone. You're trying to go to the moon. Reject. To the moon. Reject. You're in the whip zone, for the love of Christ. Where are you going? You're in the whip zone. You are in the whip zone all, look, holy moly, Tesla never got out. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Are you trying to trade? Who tried to trade Tesla yesterday and lost? Who traded Tesla yesterday and lost in the market? Put me in the chat. Who traded Tesla and lost? Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see what you got here, my beauties. You had a bad feeling. Sure you did. Sure you did. Mr. Charles, you never got out of the web zone. Real Maids did. Tyler, what are you talking about? Tyler, how long have you been losing in the market? That's an honest question. Yes, to learn how to trade, everybody. As soon as someone mentions news to me, I know they lose every month. It's like, boom. You are going to head over, my beautiful traders, into thevosstrading.com. That is where you are going to go. Thevosstrading.com is where you get into the VIP. Who has an equity curve that looks like that? Who has an equity curve that looks like this? Woo! 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 Oh, you just been trading since April? See, Tyler? See? This is one of our VIP members. He started in 2024. This red was a lot worse than that. Then we got him back up to here, and now he's going in that direction. Okay? So that's what you're capable of doing. You started last on the cob. You got to get in the VIP. You got to get in there because you're going to start building bad habits, and then you're going to start losing bigger and bigger. Okay, that was the state. So let's talk a little bit about position. If we have a gap up, and then we'll go to the charts. At the open, we're going to use this. We're in a narrow state here. At the open, if we open right here, okay, that's where we open, and you hear the bell, and you see this green candle going to the upside, are you going long? This is the gap up right here. This is our gap up. Market opens right here. You get that beautiful green candle. Are you going long? Yes or no? No? Okay. A lot of you are saying no because I have told you not to. Before you met me, how many of you used to go long? How many of you would go long here? Come on, be honest. How many of you right here would try to go long to the upside? Wow, a lot of you. Holy moly. That many? Woof. Good thing. Good thing for TikTok. We love TikTok Shop. We love TikTok Shop. Good thing you found me. It's a good thing my wife made me come on here and start doing this. Think about that one, huh? You should thank her. All right, here we go. Stand by, everybody. All right. Are we ready? We got 3 of them. We got 3 galaxies on the board. 3 galaxies. We are not going long here. Okay? Can you eventually go long? Absolutely. But at the open, you are not going long there. Folks, you are trading between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. every morning. That is it. Eastern time. This is the only time you should be trading in the market. 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. That is it. Okay? We are going to train you and how to be a pro trading between those times. And then you're done for the day. Done. Done. Do we got it? Who said that? Who said that? Zen Method. We got 2 more galaxies. We are not going long here, my beauties. Under any circumstances, you are not going long. What you should be knowing is your retracement level. Bam! Okay? 455. That is a big number. You stay above that, you're looking for longs with A-plus setup, so we're going to teach you that. Under 455, you are looking for shorts. Now, we are also going to teach you how to trade advanced setups. So there are times you will be going short up here on proper setups. Cycle out reversals, breaker structures, where you can take it back to your 50% mark. Okay? Right now, we're talking about A-plus setups. A-plus setups. That's your move to the upside. That is your 50%. A-plus setups. Above that line, you're looking for longs. Under that line, you're looking for shorts. How many of you trade both sides of the market? How many of you go long and short? Put it in the chat. Put me in the chat if you go long and short in the market. Before you met me, how many of you used to trade both sides of the market? I wish. A lot of no's, only longs. You know what happens when you only trade one side of the market, my beauties, my beautiful traders? When you only trade long, when you have no setups long, you are trying to force them. And you are losing even more than you're losing when you do have long setups. Let me say that one more time. Those of you who are only long biased, when there are no long setups, you're trying to force a long trade, and you're going to lose even more. Okay? We are going to teach you how to short the market. We are going to teach you how to short and how to go long. So when we have momentum to the downside, you are going to hammer it to the downside. When we have momentum to the upside, you are going to hammer it to the upside. Okay? The days of you gambling and not knowing what you're doing will come to an end when you join my family in the VIP. I will promise you that right now. The days of you not knowing what you are doing as a trader are coming to an end. We are going to rebuild your trading. We are going to lift you up. We want you to have green months. You will not have green days every day. You will have green months. So right now, your trading probably looks like this. This is for the month, okay? This is for the month. You probably have something that looks like this if you go and look at your journal. How many of you have journals that look like this? Every day is mostly red with a couple greens sprinkled in. How many of you have like this? I learned from you. You are my teacher. You are the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Go to the website. It'll show you. It's cheap. We are going to flip this upside down. You're going to have more W's than R's, okay? You are going to have more W's than R's. In the beginning, you are going to be red. Then we are going to get you green. But you got to learn how to trade. There's no other way to do it. Rev! Thank you, my Rev. There's no other way to do it. Okay? You don't want your equity curve going this way. This is what most of your equity curves look like, with a couple lucky days sprinkled in. But you are still trending down. That's the only time I want you to use a trend line, okay? We need to be on this side, going back that way. This side, okay? We need to be on that side, going up, not this side on your equity curve. And you can do it. Traders, you can do this. Any one of you in here right now, I don't care where you're from, you can do it. The problem is you don't know how to do it. So if I take 100% of you right now, and you don't know, you never met me, you never were in my VIP, and I say to all you beautiful people, go trade the market, 92% of you are going to lose. Think about that. 92% of you are going to lose. You're going to lose your entire account. Not because you can't do it, it's because you don't know how to do it. Okay? That's the problem. Market cycle. Who wants to learn a little bit about the market cycle? Put me in the chat if you want to learn a little bit about the market cycle. Also, we got one more galaxy on the board. Let's go, let's go. We got 12 shares. If that doesn't get over 500 shares in the next 3 minutes, goodbye. Go, share the live out. Middle class, you better start sharing, baby. We got 13. You guys got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work to do. Everybody, share the live out. Share, share, share. Proverbs, we're learning about Jesus. You want to be a part of it? Sierra with the heartbeat. Striker. Zen. Candy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Share it anyway. You know how many people that have joined the VIP who didn't have any interest in trading? You don't think they have interest in trading, but everyone has interest in trading. They just don't want to admit it because they lose every day, because they don't know how to trade. We're at 39. Let's go. Share, share, share. Go. Market cycle. Okay. Keep sharing. Yeah, 57, everybody. Keep sharing. This is the market cycle. This is what the market runs on every day. All markets. All markets. All markets. Hit those thumbs up over there on the YT. Hit those thumbs up. All markets run on this market cycle. Okay? Now listen to me. Those of you that get into trades and immediately it goes against you, you get in and it immediately goes against you, say me in the chat. I want to know how many we're dealing with here. If you get into a trade and bam, it went against me again, put me in the chat. All right, there's a lot of you. Here we go. That is because you are going long here, 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 and here. So you have 9 market cycle positions. 9. We got to count the whip zone too. You have 9. In order to go long, in order to go take a long trade to the upside and be successful, you only have 2 spots in the cycle where it will work. Right here and right here. Now, for those of you that said me, there was a lot of you, I'm going to pick one of you. Okay, Cuddy. What's up, Cuddy? Everybody, W's in the chat for Cuddy. Let's go. Cuddy. If you take number 7 in the market cycle, what kind of trade do you think that is? What type of trade do you think number 7 is, Cuddy? A long, yes. What type of long? It is a long, yep. We're only talking about longs. What type of long? It's a reversal, okay? This is where your best reversal trades are coming out. I'm going to show you in a second. This is where your reversal trade. If you try to go long here at number 1, what kind of trade is that, my beauties? We got one more galaxy. Who's got that galaxy? Who's got that galaxy? Let's go. This right here is an A+ setup to the upside. Okay? This is your A+ setup. This is your reversal in the market cycle. This is for longs only to the upside. Now, let's pull it back and go to the chart. That is your number 1 in the market cycle. This is your number 1 in the market cycle. Zen Mete, somebody help Zen. Zen, I love you, my brother. Yes, it is. Zen Mete, my brother Zen. That is number 1 in the market cycle, my beautiful traders. Okay? Where do you think number 7 is in the market cycle? Boop, 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 boop. Where's number 7? There we go. I want to make sure you can see it. Okay. Where's number 7 in the cycle? Sierra, yeah, I'm a freak of nature. This is your number 7 in the market cycle for a reversal. Whoop, boom, right there. Okay? Folks, look. Look. What did I just put out there a minute ago? To the upside, remember? Okay? To the upside. There it is. That's your market cycle to the upside. There it is. Okay? Boom. How about that? How about that, everybody? Look. Woo. That's your market cycle back to the upside. Down, consolidate. Woo. Okay? We know that this market cycle is coming back this way. We know it's going to come back up. We know that is going to come back up to the upside. Whoa! So why are you shorting down here? Why? Why are we going long up here? Andy, we teach you that in the VIP. When this is live, how do you see it? You're going to learn it in the VIP. We don't use EMAs. Amateurs use EMAs. He goes, copy. Okay? So now, once we teach you state, once we teach you position, once we teach you market cycle, do you think you're going to get better as a trader? Yes or no? You think you're going to get better once I get my claws into you? Of course you're going to get better. You're going to walk around like you are a bad mother beep. You're going to learn how to trade, and you're going to say to your friends who are trying to trade, what state was AMD? You traded AMD today? Yes. What state was it in when you took the trade? They're going to say, I was in Florida. No, the state of your stock. I was in Florida when I traded AMD. The state of your stock. What does that mean? What position were you in when you entered that trade? I was sitting up against my chair praying that it works. No. What position was your stock in when you entered the trade? I was sitting right here in my chair, this position. What part of the market cycle were you in when you entered that trade? What does that mean? You used to be them. You used to be that person. Now you're going to say to them, I took a trade on AMD. My position was 3. I was in a narrow state. I was in market cycle number 2. I was in market cycle number 1. I was in a neutral state. I was in position 1. I was in position 2. It was a neutral bearish state. I took a short. Folks, this isn't rocket science. You don't know what you're doing. That's the problem. What makes trading hard is what's between these ears. You know what makes trading hard? Having no discipline and having no patience. Which leads me to the next thing. How many of you take 5 or more trades every day? Put me in the chat. Hello, Miss Coffee Dash. How are you, beautiful? Over there on the tubes. How many of you take more than 5 trades in a day? Come on, let me see. Way more. Holy moly, Scotty. Holy moly. Way more, he says. Who else? Oh, whoa. The more you trade, the more you lose. How do you like those apples? The more you take a trades, the more you lose. Let me show you this. This is the 5-minute chart. This is the 5-minute chart, my beauties. Woo, 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 woo. Look at the box. Okay, hold on. Let me get the exact one right there. Okay, I got it. Look at this box right here. You see that box? This is the 5-minute chart. This is the one. You're going to refer, if you know how to trade and you know that someone's a trader, you ask them what time frame is the one. They're going to spit out 5 minutes to you. Okay? Where do you see more than 5 trades in this box? Middle class took 4 trades. He took his 5th trade. He was up 400 and then lost 800. Rev with the Polaris. Rev. Holy moly. Thank you, Rev. Jay Stacks. Angelica. Thank you, my beautiful traders. There aren't more than 5 trades in here. In this box, you have 3 to 5 opportunities to make a trade. That's it. Traders, if you are one of these traders, in, out, 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 you consider yourself a scalper. You know where that term came from? Traders were so used to getting in trades and it going against them. What they started doing was, as soon as they saw a little green getting in, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. right? But all it takes is one bad trade, wham, to wipe them right out. So they coined themselves scalpers because they didn't have the balls to stay in a trade long enough anymore. That's why you never want to be a scalper. That means you have no cojones, okay? Scalpers have no cojones. They're just afraid to stay in a trade. So, back to business. This is the box. In this box, you have 3 to 5 opportunities every day to make a good trade. Eli. Well, at least you admit it, Eli. At least you admit it. You don't have to worry about the hair either, all right? Added a 3 to 5 here. You are only going to take 1 to 3 trades per day. Let me repeat that. You have 3 to 5 opportunities every day to make a trade on any symbol, on any instrument. Options, Forex, futures, equities, crypto. That's it. Okay? Out of these 3 to 5 opportunities, you're looking to trade 1 to 3 times. Do you know why people take a lot of trades? You know why people take a lot of trades? They think the more they trade, the more they're going to make. They think they need to take a lot of trades to make money. So if you're only taking 1 to 3 trades per day, how are you making more money? If you want to make more money, what are you going to do? Finish those roses off, my beauties. Let's go. Finish those roses. What are you going to do? You're going to up your size. You're going to up your share size. You're going to up your contract size. But you can't do that until you know what you're doing. So if you're only trading 100 shares 1 to 3 times per day on 3 trades, and you start getting better, you're going to up it to 300 shares or 500 shares. Start with 1 contract, 10 contracts, 50, 100. You are just upping the size. The more you trade, the more you lose. Okay? And you learn all this in the VIP extensively. We have over 70 hours worth of education in there. It goes up every month. 70 freaking hours! And every Tuesday night, I train you live in the VIP. Live at night, every Tuesday night. I review all your trades that you take. Moi. All your losers, I review them. And I tell you why you lost. I'm going to put this word up here. What does that word say? Thank you, Kate. I love you. I love you, my Kate. Such a good person, man. What does that word say? What does this word say? It says news. How many of you in here trade based on the news? Put me in the chat. Let's say you heard Tesla was going to have just had amazing earnings. Does that make you want to trade Tesla? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Does that make you want to trade Tesla? Cuddy, we keep coming back to you. I love you, Cuddy. You're a good dude. Listen to me. I'm going to yell this, so lower your volume. The more you trade the news, the more you will lose. The more you trade the news, the more you will lose. Okay? So, if you take 5 or more trades and you trade based on news, I will guarantee you right now, you are the worst trader in the history of trading. Am I right? How many of you trade 5 or more times and you trade the news? Raise your hand. Raise that hand if that is you. Raise that hand. And I will guarantee you everything I'm worth, you lose every month in the market. I'm that confident in it. I've been here, folks, 21 years doing this. 21 years. There's nothing I haven't seen. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. You sit me down with any trader in the world, and I'll tell you if they know what they're doing. I'm that confident in it. Let's finish off the rest of these roses, my beauties. Let's finish off the rest of these roses. Folks, we are here. I am here to help you. I created this VIP to really dive into people who really want to learn how to trade, who really want to change their life, who really want to do this and they love it. All they think about is trading. I also created this VIP for people who have no idea how to trade. We keep the VIP cheap so the average person can learn how to do this. Okay? You are going to head over to theVossTrading.com. The link is in my YouTube and TikTok and Instagram bios. You just click it or go to the website itself, theVossTrading.com. That is where I'm going to teach you how to do this. We are a big family in there. We lift each other up. When you're having a bad day, we lift you up and we help you, okay? We are one of those communities who actually care about each other. You see me in there every single day. Whether you like me or not, you're going to see me. All right? You don't join a community and the big guy is never around. The big guy is in there all the time. All right? Sometimes too much. That is where you go to get into the VIP. All right? And we're going to help you. Suzette, Kate, my beautiful Kate. Suzette, my beautiful Suzette, only Dan, Yorda, Angelica, adorable, Zen Method, Jay, Rev, Norman, Rasman World, Shoeless, Mr. Charles, Sierra, Stryker, the names, Candy, my beautiful Candy, Rev, JL Haba, Norman, Hammer, Jules, let's go, Clever. Who's that right there? Mitchell, what's up, baby? Kay Braden, my beautiful, yes. Who else we got? Bill Boyle, my man. GT Mint. I make sure I thank everybody. This is your hard-earned donations, man. Mr. SLG, Stevie B, Only Dan Stryker, Hammer, JDM. Thank you, everybody. Who just sent those? Zen Method. Yes, I love you, my Zen. We'll be back on tomorrow to get our whip zones in place. If you want to learn how to do this, you're going to get in that VIP. You won't regret it, I guarantee you. I love you all so much. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today. You never know what people are going through. Always pay it forward, and we'll see you tomorrow. And new VIPers, we'll get you tagged up right now and welcome you, okay? Love you all. Have a great day, everybody. We got to work on those taps tomorrow. 107,000. Love you guys. Keandra, hello, beautiful. Thank you for the follow.